Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. You know, it's been a year almost since I have purchased my Chanel Grand Shopping Tote Extra Large. And after 1 year is almost over, I thought to myself, isn't it time for us to kind of revisit it for a second? Shall we? May I? Can we? As Joan Rivers, I loved her so much, and I still do, would say, can we talk? Let's talk. So it comes in this bag. A lot of people, I mean, it's rumored to have been discontinued. I don't know, because to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. People are saying more and more and more that it's discontinued. My essays don't know much about it. As of now, it's not available in the boutiques where I usually go. So, but let me just tell you, this bag it's a dream come true to me personally, because it carries whatever I want it to carry. It's elegant, it's luxurious. I don't know. I mean, look at it yourselves. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just such a bold statement in a way. I'm gonna fall down here. And at the same time, elegant, timeless, classy. I mean, I'm a guy. This is a big one. I mean, it's a big bag. I'm big too. So the regular GST was a bit small for me in my personal taste. That's why I went for the extra large. Which back then when I bought it, didn't even know really it existed. You know, I went there, my essay said, hey, Daco, by the way, why don't you try the extra large? I'm like, I didn't even know it existed. And she goes, yeah, sure, we have it in different colors. And I was like, well, you know me, it has to be gold hardware and caviar leather in this case, because I mean, it's more robust, especially for a shopping tote. But even though it's a shopping tote, what I do with it is I carry, you know, my computer in it. I have my computer here. Let's make an example. I mean, I don't have its protective cover, sleeve, or whatever, but it literally just fits in here. Oh my goodness, there you have it. It's amazing. You know, this is a power horse bag. It will literally carry anything you want it to carry. Some people on the internet wrongly have stated that, you know, there's like cardboard, it feels there's cardboard inside, that it feels flimsy. I mean, think of it this way, this bag needs to be, it's really big, it's already pretty heavy. It needs to be as light as possible in its production. So there are pieces in here that are a bit lightly made, but it's not cardboard. So don't worry about that, guys. If you ever come across it, it's not cardboard. What is amazing about the Grand Shopping Tote Extra Large is that it has these golden legs. This is the only sister of the family, if you want to say it that way, that has legs. The other ones don't. The Grand Shopping Tote standard size does not have them, neither does the Petite Shopping Tote. As you can see, wear and tear, and I wear this bag, obviously I take care of it. I don't wear it when it's raining outside, not just to protect the bag, but also because it's open on top and I don't want rain falling in. And there's no umbrella big enough to cover me and the bag. And knowing me, as I said in so many reviews before, how do you see if a bag a person is carrying is authentic or fake? If it starts raining, the people with the fake bag are probably going to put the bag on top of their head to protect themselves from the rain. But the rest of us who buy authentic bags are just going to cover our bags up and protect them with all our might and strength. Because we know how much we love them. And so the corners are in pristine condition. As you can see, there's no scratches. I take very good care of this bag because I love it so much. It's just, it can't get any scratches. I'm protecting it with all the might I have. Why? Because it's a timeless piece. This is not fashion. This is, as Coco said, it's style and it's forever. So I want to protect this bag because I never get bored of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to consume it to the utter brink of destruction. I just don't. I have other bags for that. This one is a special one. The pocket in the back is ginormous. It's so practical. It's great. Leather on the inside. It's like the typical leather they would use inside of their classics, of their timeless classics double flaps, except it's not burgundy or oxblood red or that kind of Bordeaux red. Instead, it's black. And it's puffy. I mean, the quilting is puffy here. It's just gorgeous. The gold, no scratches on the gold plating whatsoever. Everything is just divine. Then, as far as the chains goes, we have this still the squishy feel of caviar leather. Listen to this. It's still there. And the handles here, so this is the way they're turned. So when you lift them, obviously they bend, but there's no like wrinkling happening here. Maybe a little bit. Not even, because, you know, it was kind of not molded, but it was bent that way when they stitched it, so it always assumes this shape. If you were to flip it this way and try to do it, you would get a lot of wrinkles on this side. So don't do that. Always do it the proper way, because this way you have no wrinkles here and no wrinkles here. So that's an important trick to do. And yes, I, like so many other people, what I do is I invert these. I would put the exterior handle underneath the one interior closer to the body, and I would carry them that way. But actually, I've noticed 90% of the time, I don't even carry this bag. Or in this year, when I carried the bag, I didn't carry it on the shoulder. I literally just hold it like this when I'm walking around. It's the perfect length for me. It doesn't hit the ground at all. It's way up from the floor. It's protected. It's just perfection. So I'm happy with that. The zipper. Little consumption happening here, but this happened already almost a year ago, basically, because the zipper always hits. I mean, this little pull tab hits the zip all the time. And the zip is, of course, very abrasive and very aggressive, and it could cut anything that comes its way. The inside of the bag is perfect. No dirt, no dust, nothing. Every time I come back home, what I do is, you know, I would do this. And then I also, really funny thing is, I blow into it. Like that. And then everything, if there's any dust or anything, it just comes out. And there you have it. That's what I do, basically, with this beautiful bag. Now, I wanted to read a question, but I'll be back in a second because it's not on the table. I'll be right back. So here I am, guys. The Murakami pouch has a question for us. The question says, okay, look on your screen. Because the question is pretty long, so I guess I gotta read it off the screen. All right, thanks, Murakami. So, Fab Chanel 81. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Very interesting question. She says, you look like you know fashion from straight off the catwalk, which you do. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm just curious if you ever buy clothes from a regular mall. Regular stores. So do I buy clothes also from regular malls or regular stores? Or is all your clothes high-end from fashion designers? I'm not calling you a snob. I'm honestly just curious. What I'm wearing right now is, well, okay, Chanel brooch from the Paris Dallas collection, but the shirt. I bought this at a second-hand store. It's actually a thrift store. It happens to be an Eigner shirt. It's also branded, but it's, I think, from the 70s, and I love to wear used clothes, thrift stores. That's something I would buy. That's stuff I like the most, usually. Why, but to answer your specific question regarding fashion from the catwalk, no, wait, a regular mall, regular stores. Regular mall, no. Regular stores like H&M, Zara, Mango, no. I don't. And the reason is not because I want to snob them. It's because I don't want to give them money. You understand? I don't consider what they do fair, how they produce their clothes, the conditions people are working in to be in the position to kind of, I know that I had to make an exception because my morals have also been corrupted when Versace made their collection collaboration with H&M. But even there, I waited for sales. But I just couldn't say no. Just my love for Versace just corrupted my soul. And I still today kind of feel guilty because I did it, even though I did it. So I guess I can't be throwing stones if I'm also abusing the system that way. But since then, I've stopped. I don't purchase at these kind of malls because I just think they're the furthest we can get from, fair pay, fair labor, fair wages, and as far as these high end companies, I mean, I usually buy, if I'm gonna buy a Chanel sweater, it's gonna be secondhand. I don't have that money to buy 10,000 euro Chanel cashmere sweater with chains and stuff like that. That ain't gonna happen. But I do prefer production of goods within Europe, for example, because I want to sustain the economy, and in a way I like to support the fact that it can be sustainable in a way because you can literally, you can produce here. You just got to pay the people. And most of Europeans' production is away, it's far away in Asia or somewhere else where labor is almost kind of slavery in a way. Not a lot of these brands have very good control and support for workers in general. I do buy a lot of Adidas products. You could call that a gray zone too, but I have went a bit deeper into researching as far as they go, and they do have fair labor policy, which is already very good. Of course, you could go a step further and make even more, for sure. A lot could be done better, but I think that's, for example, a company that's trying to make things better. I don't think H&M is trying to make things better. I don't think brands like, New Yorker, or I don't know, what else is out there, Zara. It's a bit tricky. My money goes to those brands that try to produce in Europe. That offer labor within Europe. I kind of think that way. Now, I know I can't make the world a ginormously better place, but I try in my little to do as much as I can, obviously. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm far away from being perfect. I'm not saying, and like, yeah, look what I'm doing. Everybody should do the same. No. To each his own. And I'm also not calling out people who are doing that. I'm just saying there are alternatives. As I said, secondhand shops. I mean, I got this shirt for €4, I think €4.50. Somebody loved it for a long time, then they passed it on to somebody else, and that somebody else is me. And then most of the proceeds from this shirt kind of go to some charity. And I'm totally fine with that. I prefer doing that than kind of spending money at H&M or whatever else they bought, Cheap Monday, Weekday, all that stuff, because it's just not going to make me happy. The clothes are going to fall apart after 3 washings or washes, and it's just not going to satisfy me. And then you're going to end up spending way more money buying 50 billion little things here and there, when indeed you could have saved up all that money and spent it on one amazing thing that you're going to treasure for the rest of your life, or for at least a couple of years to come. And I'm kind of very Westwood in that respect, that I think buy less, but buy more clever, or whatever she says. Because I think at the end of the day, it's what pays off for us and for the environment, and who knows who else. I definitely have a big archive. I do collect these pieces, so I'm kind of not really the norm, but you can't really classify me as just a wearer of these products, because I archive a lot of these pieces and I use them for photo shoots, and I use them for reference to study further design. So everything that I do wear and that I do have in my archives, I keep taking out of the archives, even years after I have it, to relook at it, to see how it was made, to understand how it fits within the context, when it was produced, the social context, what was the interest in that era, in that period, how did pop culture move, youth in that era. I mean, to me, it's very interesting. So it's a study subject. So you can't really ask me. I'm not the average kind of consumer that just buys to consume. I archive pieces, so I study them. So I go a little bit further, and I don't see much reason to archive particular pieces from H&M. But I will say this, I do save a lot of like JPEGs and pictures and images from certain periods, also from this type of stores and malls, because what does fascinate me is in general the merchandising, how the aesthetic was, how certain products appeal to the masses, and especially how certain, shops like these, Zara also, how they copy from the high-end brands and how they kind of mutate and transform things and make them more available for the budget. I definitely have, in that respect, less of those quick wear, buy and tear clothes, but as I said, that those are my reasons. This video is getting too long. Sorry, guys. So, I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you wish to see more, and leave me all sorts of comments in the comment section below, and also questions that might end up with a shout out and with a reading from the Murakami pouch. Love you all. Take care. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over guys and join the fun.